Friends, have you heard of the Rig Veda? It is one of the 4 Vedas, the oldest and most sacred texts of Hinduism. Written in the ancient Sanskrit hymns, the Rig Veda holds the secrets of the cosmos, the rhythms of nature, and the voices of the divine. You may be surprised to know that hidden within its verses are the names of powerful gods and goddesses, beings who once walked this earth millions of years ago, upholding Rit, the cosmic order that keeps the universe in balance. But at the end of the last ice age, a great flood swept across the planet, erasing not just lands and lives, but memories. These deities, once worshipped and revered, faded into the forgotten corners of history. Today, we step back into ancient Vedic India to rediscover 5 forgotten goddesses, each holding a powerful story that once echoed through sacred chants, but now waits to be remembered. So let's begin. Dawn, the most sacred moment of the day. It brings with it the promise of a new beginning, a fresh breath of life. Across the world, across species, every living being looks forward to that golden light that breaks the night. But do you know who makes this happen? It is Usha, the Vedic goddess of dawn. Usha is one of the oldest goddesses in Indian mythology, revered in more than 40 hymns of the Rig Veda. She once held a central role among the Vedic pantheon. Decked in radiant jewels and glowing robes, she rides a golden chariot drawn by 100 golden horses, spreading the first rays of sunlight across the sky. With her arrival, she doesn't just awaken the earth. She stirs the soul, banishing darkness from both body and mind. She brings vitality, inspiration, and clarity, setting the rhythm for a new day. Unlike the later goddesses of battle or motherhood, Usha is the gentle force of awakening. The daughter of the sky father, Dios Pitra, and sister to the night goddess Nisha, she follows the eternal rhythm of Rit, bringing day after every night without fail. She doesn't ask for grand offerings or temples. She responds to quiet prayers, to moments of stillness, to the gratitude in a rising heart. Today, her name lingers only in hymns and the sacred silence of the early morning. But if you whisper her name at dawn, you might feel her presence, a reminder that every day is a divine gift waiting to be lived. Have you ever walked deep into a forest, felt the cool earth beneath your feet, smelled the rich scent of wet leaves and soil? In Vedic times, this wasn't just nature, this was divinity. And that divinity had a name, Aranyani, the goddess of the forest. She isn't carved in stone or bathed in rituals. She's alive in the rustle of the leaves, in the whisper of the wind, in the rhythm of footsteps on a forest floor. She doesn't sit on a throne. She is the throne, the wild, the sacred, the soul of nature itself. Aranyani doesn't seek worship. She invites reverence. She nurtures all creatures under her canopy, guards ancient roots and hidden paths, and carries the secrets that only wilderness knows. She is not to be tamed, only respected. The Vedas mention her with awe and softness, in hushed tones, as though even writing her name could disturb the silence she lives in. She is one with Bhumi, the earth, and Vayu, the wind. She reminds us we are not separate from nature. We are nature. In today's noisy world, Aranyani still walks beside us, hidden in plain sight, in every rustling branch, every trail, every breath of wild air. To remember her is to remember our roots and our responsibility to live in balance with the earth. Friends, what if I told you that the universe didn't begin with a bang, but with a word? The Rig Veda speaks of Vak, the goddess of speech, the first voice, the divine sound that shaped the world into being. Vak is the whisper of truth that first entered the hearts of sages, guiding them to wisdom. She gave words their soul, their rhythm, their power. She is the source of mantras, of chants, of sacred knowledge. To the seers of the Vedas, Vak was not just a means of communication, she was revelation. Through her, they heard the language of the cosmos and turned it into hymns, rituals, and sacred texts. She flows through fire and wind, through rivers and leaves, from the cry of a baby to the wisdom of an elder. She is present in speech, but also in the silence between words. It is said that those blessed by Vak speak with clarity, insight, and magnetism. She connects people, gives words their healing power, and reveals truth. Yet she herself can never be fully grasped. Vak Devi is the eternal paradox, the voice that helps us understand everything while remaining beyond understanding herself. Even today, every time you speak with honesty, chant with devotion, or listen with an open heart, Vak speaks through you. Friends, have you ever had a string of bad luck? Moments when everything seems to go wrong and darkness quietly follows you? In Indian mythology, we know Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity. But just as light has shadow and every word ends in silence, there exists a force that reminds us of life's other phase. That force is Nirti, the Vedic goddess of decay, destruction, and disorder. Nirti is not often worshipped. In fact, she is avoided. Her presence is believed to bring misfortune. But she exists for a reason, to remind us of balance. Because where there is joy, there must also be sorrow. And when there is creation, there must also be destruction. Nirti's name means absence or deprivation. She is not invited in prayers. She is asked to stay away. Farmers feared her for famine. Healers feared her for disease. Kings feared her for war and ruin. She walks where homes fall apart, where harmony turns to chaos. But don't mistake her for evil. She is the necessary ending that makes way for new beginnings. Without death, there can be no rebirth. Without destruction, no transformation. She strips away the broken and the false so that something pure can rise again. In tantric traditions, Nirti is seen not just as a destroyer, but as a teacher of detachment, a liberator who clears the path so the soul can move forward. So the next time life feels like it's crumbling, perhaps it's Nirti beside you, not to harm, but to help you shed what no longer serves. She is not the end, she's the space where new beginnings are born. Now imagine a goddess who isn't limited by time, space, or form. A goddess who's not just a being, but existence itself. That is Aditi, the boundless, the infinite, the mother of all gods. Aditi is not just a mother in a human sense. She is the cosmic womb, the source from which everything emerges. Her name itself means limitless. She is not confined to temples or rituals. She is the very space that holds the universe. She gave birth to the Adityas, the solar deities who govern light, time, and order. Through her sons, she brings balance to the cosmos, day and night, seasons and cycles, birth and death. Though her name has faded from popular memory, her essence is everywhere. In the rising sun, the endless sky, and the very breath of life. Aditi reminds us that we all come from the same source, that we are all part of something vast and eternal. She invites us to look beyond the surface, to see the unity behind diversity, and to trust in the infinite possibilities within us all. She's the mother not just of gods, but of stars, of space, of truth itself.